Greetings everybody, John Sire here. This is my channel WikiGameGuides, and today we're checking out Hand of Fate 2. This releases on November 7th for Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation 4. And the price has not been revealed anywhere yet, but Hand of Fate 1 was 20 bucks, and that feels like a very appropriate price for this game. I'd be very shocked if it was more than 20 bucks. Hand of Fate 2 is a deck building game with combat and gambling minigames kind of interwoven through it. Tons of unique challenges to unlock and new cards for your deck and very unique levels and challenges every step of the entire way. There's also an endless mode that will be coming soon. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to try it yet. I played a bit of Hand of Fate 1, but I hated the combat and never really got into it. The combat in Hand of Fate 2 has instantly grabbed me, and though the combat is very simple, I've been enjoying everything that this game's offered. When I was offered the code to review this game, I was not expecting to enjoy it nearly as much as I have, but I've been putting a ton of hours into this game. So I'm going into a special challenge, and I'll get into more details about how the deck building works and that kind of stuff in a minute. I'm gonna stick with the Magician for my companion. The encounters. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, let's do something new. This Grimalkin that I just unlocked from a different mission. Ooh, I got a whole bunch that I haven't unlocked yet, or don't even know what they do. Equipment, shield, golden shield, exquisite blade. Okay, so let's start it up. This game gives me a very similar feeling to playing FTL, Faster Than Light, if you played that game. I love that game. It's a very simple like foundation, but there's so many random elements that go into the game that every single playthrough feels completely different. The story in this game is much more detailed than FTL, and you can easily skip over the story, but it's very well done and very well written and very entertaining. And I would just recommend reading it for the first time that you go through every new mission or every new card that you come across. Just because it really adds to the atmosphere of the game. Building the correct deck for these challenges ends up being a very critical part of completing, especially the challenges past the first few kind of introduction challenges, or missions I should say. And you may see, well actually, so kind of building on that, I knew going into this challenge that I'm gonna immediately jump down to 10 life. So so eventually I unlocked this healing spirits thing, artifact that heals me 10 health. And then I use that right at the beginning to kind of counteract the biggest challenge of this mission. Let's look at what they got to trade. Buy equipment, the Lord's Diadem. The defense is pretty low on that. I know that the second challenge that I have not completed for this mission is actually reaching a very high level of defense. I've completed this challenge, but I haven't done like the bonus challenge within it oh, this is my favorite card in the game, One Drunken Night. So the story is that you just one drunken night end up in this crazy torture chamber, very much like Sen's Fortress. And it's just like, oh God, how did I get in here? How do I escape with my life? There's obstacles and stuff everywhere. And this is also a great challenge. Whoa, don't get hit by the fire. Because I think it's relatively easy compared to some of the other challenges, and there's also a lot of rewards for it. So there's actually no combat in this challenge, or on this card I should say. Oh, which would actually give me a good opportunity to kind of show how the combat works. There's only a basic attack. You can parry, basically. Normally he would have a shield and you hit Y when an enemy has a green attack kind of coming at you. You can kind of push them back. If an enemy has a red attack, that means it's an unblockable, unparryable move, and you just need to roll away from that. So the gold chests have gold. Green has food for you. Oh, I should explain some of those mechanics once I get. Oh, shoot! Oh no! Don't run into it again. Oh, I'm off to a terrible start. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, you have so little health on this challenge, you really cannot afford to mess up at all. That was really, really dumb, John. Oh, and there's a healing chest at the end of this, just because I know, like, I've done this challenge enough times that I know this, like, and the layout within here is random every time as well. So, like, getting this one Drunken Knight card does not mean that you're going to actually do this exact kind of pattern. And, you know, I started to talk about how this game reminds me of FTL, and I think that this would be a fantastic game for the iPad. This would be an amazing game for the iPad. Oh, they should start developing that right away. This would be an amazing game for that. Anyway, so yeah, just like the random elements going through every mission every time, it really keeps you playing these tough challenges that might take 5-6 times to complete over and over again. So basically I'm controlling this character. Every time I go to a new card, a face down card, you'll see in the bottom left, I have 55 health, 9 apples, which is food, 45 gold, and 2 fame. There are certain items that you have to have a certain level of fame to certain items require a certain level of fame to actually equip. Gold you can spend at the kind of random merchants that pop up, and every time you take a step to a new card, your food goes down by 1, and on every other mission except this one, the
pendulum swings.
The food
like
will actually heal you for every step that you take. But that's the unique challenge of this one, is that, oh no, actually it doesn't work that way. So here's also a very specific complaint about this game that most people will not have a problem with. This mini game in particular, the majority of time I've been playing this game has actually been through a Steam link, broadcasting out to my television in another room, playing with a controller sitting on the couch. Oh, also, this game, highly recommend playing with a controller. So when I've been playing this with a Steam link, what I'm supposed to do is hit A to stop the laser beam on either the purple or the gold little bar underneath. And because there's just a little bit of latency involved in playing over the Steam link, this is an incredibly hard challenge to complete. Over, like, when I'm sitting at my PC like I am right now, not a big deal at all. Oh, and I still screwed it up after complaining about how I screwed up on the other room. Ooh, that really hurt. Actually, no, that didn't really hurt. So that reduced my maximum overall life. It didn't actually do damage to me, which isn't too much of a problem on this mission because the struggle is not maintaining maximum life. It's keeping your health high enough. Okay, so this next card that I just went to, it's to the next level, which will reshuffle the cards and put a new layout. The layouts are usually random of the cards. Some missions will have specific grids or specific patterns you're supposed to follow. So part of the challenge is, you know, let's compare it to FTL. You get to the final escape beacon at the end of a sector, and you decide, okay, I can take a couple extra jumps and explore a little bit. Maybe I'll get something good. Or I'm actually really struggling on health. I need to get the hell away from the encroaching enemies, or my health is really low, something like that. I just need to continue on now. I'm actually doing very well right now, so I'm going to continue to explore and hopefully find some cards that will help me out. So the poor weather slows your day's journey down. Blah blah blah. So I've done these things enough to know, like, okay, I know the story. Whatever is in the story, I know how to handle the decision. This one I'm going to get to choose which team, which card I want to fight. When I get to the second level of this challenge, it's going to be 2 sets of 2 cards that I get to choose from, and on the third stage is going to be 2 sets of 3 cards that I get to choose from. So I know I'm fighting these 3 thieves, and instead of using the questing mace, I'm going to use these fast weathered blades. Oh, and I want to mention this. Any card that has that bronze or silver or gold token at the bottom of it, that means that there is a specific challenge to complete for that card. If you complete that challenge, and they're usually difficult, or like with this one, I have to defeat 20 Empire to unlock the token, and that can take place over multiple matches. Empire is a specific enemy type. And I know these enemies that I'm fighting are not Empire, so it doesn't really matter if I use this weapon right now. I'm gonna use the Weathered Blades. And then when you complete that challenge, that then means that you have unlocked new, or it will break and do kind of a unboxing, loot box kind of thing. And I shouldn't call it a loot box because you can't buy any of these. There are no microtransactions whatsoever in this game. And, oh geez. And so, and it unlocks new cards to potentially help you on your next adventure. So I'm gonna kill this first guy as quickly as I can just so I can kind of show off the combat a little bit more. And part of it, most of the enemies, the lower level enemies, do not have health bars. So a lot of it is just kind of keeping a mental focus on which one of the similar looking enemies you have been attacking, so you can just kill them and, you know, take out the ads. So this guy right here is actually my companion. There are a couple different companions you can choose from. I completed his like bonus quest line so that his abilities actually do more damage and have like a knockback effect on him, and he's more effective than my other companions. And he's also an excellent companion for this specific challenge because every companion has a special ability, and his gives me an overshield, which gives me basically a free attack that does not do damage. So I have that like glowing thing around me right now. If that enemy hits me, it will not actually do damage to my health. These enemies don't appear to do anything but unblockable attacks because they're these alchemists and they're throwing fire. Normally enemies, whoops, oh, and he hit me there, but it didn't do damage because I had the overshield. Normally enemies will also do green attacks where you can kind of parry them and counterattack them. The red attacks, you can only roll away from them. You also have a B, which is kind of like a stun move that isn't super effective on enemies without armor or enemies that aren't really bosses. So I can just keep stunning him, but it's not going to actually do any damage to him. Enemies that are stronger, I'll have to like kind of kick a couple times just to take their shield down and then attack them to get to their underlying health. So I guess the interesting thing about combat in this game is that they absolutely punish button mashing, and especially when you get in, like, that was very, very simple combat right there. Sometimes you'll get into combat where there's 10 people, and it's more about just being patient and picking your opportunities and being sure to roll away from and block every single attack. So this is another one of the mini games right here. It's a dice rolling mini game. You get 2 rolls of 3 dice. And after the first roll, you choose which dice you want to re-roll. Obviously, I want to re-roll the lowest number. My target is 13 points, and I got 13. I tied it. Perfect.
A win here.
There are equipment cards that you can get later on that will actually automatically increase your dice roll by 2 points every single time you get it. So those are very powerful. Like some equipment, and it's just kind of random whether or not you get the equipment early in the game or late in the game if you decide to put it in your deck. So there's a random element, but there's also a strategy element with like, okay, I know that there's a lot of dice rolls that are going to be involved in this challenge. I want to give myself the chance to get this very powerful piece of equipment that will increase my chances of winning any dice roll. This helmet here requires 9 fame, so I can't actually equip it right now, but I can still keep it in my inventory, and it reduces the swing speed of that first mini game that I failed. And I also just gained 2 fame there from completing that challenge. Wetland ambush. Let's see. I've been ambushed by 3 silencers of greed. When you get ambushed, you do not actually get an opportunity to change your equipment. So you always want to, I guess, be sure to have the equipment chosen and equipped when you go to a new card that you think is going to best combat the enemies of that area. Oh shit. Okay, so that guy just threw a green attack there. Red I have to run away from. Dang it! Oh! The thieves are the hardest to parry, I have found. You'll see in the top right, there's actually, oh my god, if I can do it. I'm playing really poorly right now, probably because I'm talking and explaining, doing all this stuff at the same time. It's out of 20. If I get that attack counter up to 20, I get a special ability, which, oh my gosh, I've lost so much health. I'm doing terrible right now. In every, awful, I'm gonna die so quickly. Every weapon has a different special ability. Man, those thieves kicked my ass. Ooh, that is tough. Man, that really, really hurts my chances of completing this. I think I have like 1 hit to give now, because I have 7 health, and my food doesn't heal me on this challenge, so I'm basically screwed. But I'm gonna just keep going as far as I can, because I know that there are other cards that, like, even though I know it's a very slim chance that I'm actually gonna complete the overall challenge, there are other cards that are face down that I could potentially complete. Like that cat card, I forget what the name of it was at the start. Also, I'm gonna equip the questing mace. Hopefully I will run into some Empire enemies and kind of increase that counter a little bit. And do that along the way. Oh, yes. Let's see. I'm just gonna ask who she is because I know that she doesn't actually have anything to help. Continue on the way. Alrighty. So the King's Road, that card is what's gonna lead to the next level, I guess. Sometimes there's stairs. Honestly, I don't know. Like, some of the card descriptions will say, this thing will reveal all the cards when you go up a flight of stairs. Sometimes there are actually stairs, sometimes it's a road, and I honestly don't know whether or not they're the same thing. It's kind of strange. Okay, so now, okay, I know those 2 enemy cards, and there's one for a frost and an affliction, which is kind of like a medium-sized mini-boss. He's not super difficult, but I mean, my health is so low, I should die to 1 hit from any of these guys. Fortunately, they're relatively easy to kill. And so I have a choice. I can move towards the suspiciously unguarded equipment or towards the visible enemies with the lock chest. The lock chest has those pious robes, which I don't really need. And I believe if I do the suspiciously unguarded equipment, yeah, I get ambushed. 8 skulls. Ooh, geez, I got an even harder card. This could be the death of me. Oh boy. 8 enemies. The enemies are fairly weak, but oh my gosh, they added 8. Wow. They're very weak, but I mean, my health is just so low and I have no hits to give. So I'm just doing like lots of hit and run tactics right now. And I got my special meter up, pull the right trigger, and you do like double damage. Every weapon will have different perks on it designed to attack different kinds of enemies. So like this one has bonus damage versus not these guys, I guess is the best way to put it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so fortunately, actually I think I have a pretty good chance at this point of getting through this, because my companion has that extra bonus shield, so I actually have 1 extra hit to give on every combat. And if I can get lucky and get a little bit of healing somewhere, okay. I got through it. If I can get a little bit, I need to get lucky. I already got lucky at the start to get almost full health at the beginning. If I need to get a little bit more lucky to get some healing now. So I got the pious robes and the Lord's diadem. Oh, which I can. Oh no, I had this from before, and because my level of fame rose to the point where I can actually wear it, it just popped up and said, "Hey, do you want to wear this?" And of course I do. Gain 4 fame, pious robes. These make corrupted. Those guys I just fought do less damage. I lose maximum life instead of taking starvation damage. And it gives me overall defense, which reduces damage taken every time you're hit. If your food runs down to nothing, you take starvation damage on... oh shoot, do I want to re-roll that 3? No. You take starvation damage every time. Oh, 15 life. That is literally a lifesaver. Okay, let's go to the campfire. So after every turn, you can camp, and you can trade with the people that are around there. I forget. Oh, Felvin's Favor. Oh, this is a really good helmet. The first perk on it, an enemy is randomly highlighted. If that enemy is killed first, gain +5 life. I'm buying that. I'm equipping that because that could help me live through this. And I'm gonna sell that other helmet that I had that I don't need anymore. That, oh boy, that is really, really good. Okay, that was great. Okay, break camp, let's keep exploring. So you can see in the top right, the bonus objective has been revealed. The overall objective is defeat Draknar the Mighty, and the bonus objective is I need to defeat him with 60 defense. And that means I need to get a little bit lucky, get some items that have high defense. There are some other kind of mini games. That blacksmith that I talked to as I went from the 2nd to the 3rd level, she will upgrade whatever armor I give to her and add 10 points to it every time. Which, geez, some of these northerners, they'll attack 3 times in a row, and you have to, or 1 time in a row, and you have to parry them 3 times, which makes it really difficult to time. And please die. Yes. Okay. You can roll away from green attacks. It's just not guaranteed. Rolling away from a red attack, like this guy here, he's gonna attack me 1, 2, 3, parried all 3, and super. And it comes down to, like, you just can't button mash. Like, you should, like, be kind of taking your time and waiting for the right opportunities to attack, and not just, you know, especially with the faster weapons like the dual daggers, not just be slicing, like I screwed up on earlier, and wait for the right opportunities to kind of counterattack. So let's keep exploring. Stirring in the mire. Poor weather slows your day's journey. I'm probably gonna get ambushed. Oh yes, okay, so now I am... Oh, I'm still choosing between who I want to kill, but there's only 1 card for each team, which is great. So I'm gonna choose to fight the 5 Empire people, not the 3 Raiders, because this questing mace, I need to kill 20 Empire people. So even though, I have a chance of completing the bonus objective this time through, I'm gonna take the extra step and get those 5 kills to hopefully kind of push the questing mace forward a little bit, because, like, typically when you complete challenges, they unlock good things. I guess that's the best way to put it. They encourage you heavily to continue to complete those bonus challenges, not just complete levels, and unlock new cards to make your deck building a little bit more diverse and give you more options when building decks, which can really help. Like on this one, on this challenge here, there's no way I could have done this without that initial 30 boost to my health, which I unlocked from a different level, a different random card. So, it's very... I think the most interesting thing about this game has been how much fun it has been to fail a challenge, but still make progress and unlock a few tokens for other challenges along the way. So you never really feel like you're replaying the same and just grinding the same missions over and over again for no reason. You're making progress on one of a dozen different things every time through. And, so here's the Gambler's Jewel I was talking about before. Add +2 to my final score during dice gambits. Okay, gain some fame. Let's check out this next one. Palace Armory. Okay, so I know. So I picked out this card. Require 16 fame. Oh, boo earns. I didn't have enough fame to get in there. Ugh, that sucks. Okay, well I guess I have to go to the next, go up the stairs and go to the next level now. If those are stairs, I still don't completely understand it. They do not do a great job of explaining certain mechanics throughout the game. So now this guy, or this blacksmith, is giving me an opportunity to upgrade my helm, a suit of armor, or a shield. And my first time I went through, or the first time I completed this, I ended up getting 55 of 60 defense because I upgraded some crappy armor, and she adds 10 defense to the armor or the helmet or the shield that you're using. Oh, and you have to be using a two-handed, or I'm sorry, you cannot be using a two-handed weapon. You have to be using a one-handed weapon to use a shield. And so I know now that, oh, it was a dumb mistake from before. I'm gonna upgrade this helmet because that's the only possible way that I can get that 60 defense overall to complete the bonus challenge. And so she will now upgrade it and give it back to me after I complete this stage of, I guess, 5 extra cards. So let's keep adventuring. Friendly innkeeper. Ah, wonderful. I can buy healing. So some people will just let you buy stuff. And it's just kind of a big money, no whammies thing. My companion gave me the opportunity to respin if I want, but I don't because 20 health is excellent. And if I can afford a second spin, I will. But I can't. Shoot, because I don't have 8 gold. What I should have done, dang it, this was dumb. This was really dumb. So I leave the inn. Unfortunately, I can't revisit it, but I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice. I'm gonna sell the healing spirits because they're empty now, and there are some cards that refill your artifacts, but not on this mission. I'm also gonna sell these pious robes because I know that 5 defense is not gonna be enough to cut it to get me to my overall defense goal. So now I have 21 gold. I'm gonna see what equipment they have for sale now. Exquisite blade. Oh, that pisses me off. So there are a couple items that you can put in your equipment deck that will show up randomly throughout the game. Exquisite blade, and there's a golden shield as well. They are junk for actually using in combat, but they sell for a lot of money. So you're supposed to sell them as soon as you get them, but then randomly they show up in the buy equipment deck. So 150 gold is an enormous amount of gold, and it's a piece of shit weapon. So it's like double whammy. No way would I ever buy that, but they will not refresh the inventory until I actually buy that weapon. So I just had bad luck there. So new challenge, let's roll. I get that extra bonus +2. Oh boy, I'm gonna re-roll the 3 just because statistically I should, and 17, excellent. Swamplands, back on the right path. Okay, so nothing bad happened there. Let's keep exploring. Stirring in the mire, I'm gonna get, let's see, 5 of greed. Ooh, those are the very fast thieves that really did a lot of damage to me that last time. So I'm gonna fight the raiders this time. And it says one-handed weapons are recommended. Whatever. I know from experience that one-handed weapons aren't necessary versus these guys. I mean, if I was down to like 1 health, I would probably switch to a one-handed weapon, but I'm not too concerned. So let's get that healing boost thing. And he already hit me. Wonderful. And see, I'm already making a mistake by not focusing my fire on one guy. Because, oh boy, and I've already kind of lost track. So I'm gonna just keep trying to focus on this guy. And when they're all identical like this, man, it would be really nice if there was just some sort of color palette swap to kind of distinguish between them a little bit. Shoot! Ah, okay. Oh, quick tip. If you do end up buying this game, your teammate's icon on the left, his face will be lit up if his special ability is able to use. So I just used his special ability and now it's not lit up. Okay, so we're almost done here. Oh! Okay, I only took 1 hit of damage. That was pretty good. I could have done better. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I'm making this video for you guys, that I'm kind of distracted and multitasking. This game really requires focus. The combat, it looks simple, but it really requires paying very close attention to every person's movement. Oh! Okay, so I just got an exquisite blade from completing that challenge, or that card, and no, I'm not gonna equip it because it's a piece of junk. But what I'm going to do right now, right away, is sell the exquisite blade. Boom, excellent. So I just got 50 gold for that. That's a lot of gold. Let's see, break camp. So normally you can cook the food that you have to heal for 5 health, but this challenge you can't. It's, oh, let's turn back. The challenge for this level is that there is no healing. It's very difficult to heal. They make it extremely difficult to heal. So let's roll, and I know I can cheat on this because I get the +2. Ooh boy, let's re-roll all 3 of those dice. 11 + 2, 13. Excellent. Okay, so I just won a card that I chose, that I won from another level. This arm wrestling card that I know is relatively easy, has very little downside and great upside. So now I'm doing really well on gold. I have a lot of gold, which doesn't mean anything unless I find a merchant that's selling something that I need. And that may or may not happen. Oh boy, I'm in a bind here. Okay, so I just got this helm back to increase the defense to 20. Oh man, and you can't upgrade a helm twice. I don't believe so. Yeah, equipment can only be upgraded once. I don't have armor to upgrade, and the shield that I have is a piece of junk, and it's not going to give me enough defense overall to get to that. Oh wait, no, that's at 60. Oh, I'm sorry, that shield said 10, so that's gonna upgrade to 20. Okay, so my #1 objective right now, if I want to complete that bonus challenge, has to be, oh, Archer's Bane. That's a new weapon. Do I want to buy this? Because it's got a coin on it. Reflect 15 projectiles with a shield that can reflect. That's pretty good, and I know I'm gonna need a one-handed weapon. So I'm not gonna buy it at the moment because I might get it for free, but if I complete this level and then don't get a good one-handed weapon or don't get armor, I will end up buying it. Next, monster cards. Okay, so now we're getting into the doubles, which makes this tough. Okay, so I'm gonna fight, what is it, 4 thieves or 4, 7, oof, Empire people. Jeez. I'm gonna fight the Empire people because I want those kills to push forward the questing mace a little bit. It probably is not the best decision, I mean, for my overall health, but I know the musket guys, the musket of steel guys, they're pretty easy. The phalanx guys, they're tough. They have these big shields, they block a lot of your attacks, and they counterattack a lot. I'm worried about those guys, so I'm gonna focus on taking out the musket guys first. And go from there. And like, trying to separate people from the pack so you can see them. Like, eventually you'll get to the point where you can really learn to recognize like when enemies are charging up their attacks and stuff like that. Okay, so I got shot by someone's bullet, which took away my oh boy, my overshield. So now I'm just kind of keeping a close eye on my companion to get my overshield back. Oh, but then he shot me right away, you jerk. You're gonna die. You go die now. Thank you. Okay, so I've killed 3 of the musket guys, I believe. Oh, those guys are charging. Killed 3 of the musket guys now. I'd only killed 2 of them. Musket guys can also poke you. Okay, so I've killed all 4 musket guys, haven't taken any damage. I'm gonna wait a second for this guy's overshield to recharge, because I really don't want to go toe-to-toe with these guys until I have it. Because I know I'm gonna have to like do a lot of shield breaking to do damage to these guys. Like, you really have to stun them. I mean, like, every enemy is just so unique that way, and becomes very challenging that way. These guys have a lot of health too. Please die. Okay, 1 down. Doing well. Doing the bull dance. Feeling the flow. Dang it, you jerk! You hit me! Okay, now I'm gonna wait a second because there's only 2 guys left. I'm not gonna risk it. Alright, we got the overshield back. And... oh, that guy's stunned. Let's kill him. Oh, he fucking poked me! Come on. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, okay. I'm not doing as great as I wanted to. I mean, flawless is what you want, obviously, but I got 7 kills, so I made some progress to completing the questing mace challenge. I took a little bit of damage, more than I would have liked. I'm still alive, but I can't heal. And I should win this dice roll very easily, actually, because it's very easy to win them when you have that +2. Oh, see? Good thing I didn't buy the Archer's Bane. I do not want to equip it. Actually, yes, I do want to equip it. Alright, King's Road. Okay, so that's to the next level. Turn around, keep exploring. The Old Maiden. Aha! So this is strange. I've run into this card 20 freaking times, and I've never completed the challenge. I don't know how to complete the challenge. Sometimes they don't tell you. Sometimes it's very obvious and you have to like read into the story a little bit. Sometimes it's just like, okay, killed 20 people with this item in a special way. This lady, I have no idea. So longer life is gonna increase my overall life. I have a lot of gold. I don't need supplies, which means food, because I got a lot of gold and I can buy food at any time, so I'll just do longer life. Increases my max life. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Okay. Swamplands. Another dice roll. Oh, that gambler's card, or gambler's ring, is super, super helpful. Alright, no downside. Keep exploring. The healer! Oh, good God. Heal 35 life for 15 gold. Oh, that is amazing. Let's see. Donation, I can I don't remember what she tells me when I pay her for information, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Spirits do not want to share their tales with you. It's probably because I have I think she shows me what some cards are on the map. Oh, that was wonderful. Okay, so now I actually have a really good chance. Ooh, but buy equipment. Bastion of Purification. A kick-ass shield with 15 defense that I can upgrade. Oh my. Oh, but I was upgrading a shield. I need armor, not a shield. Shite! Okay, well, I'm gonna buy it anyway, because I don't know what else this, because I got this money and that is really frustrating. Yeah, they're not gonna sell me new equipment until I go to the next level. Man. Okay, so now the blacksmith is gonna give me my upgraded shield back. Oh, which did only upgrade it to 15. Okay, no, I do not want to use that new shield. Let's upgrade this bastion, because upgrading that from 15 to 25 might actually, if I can still find some armor, I might get lucky. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Okay, stirring in the mire. What's my inventory like these days? I am using, let's use that shield, Archer's Bane, which I have to what, reflect projectiles with a shield, or kill Empire. Well, I'll have this one equipped for the moment. I get to choose and then react accordingly. Okay, so 7 thieves or trappers. Oh, okay, trappers are much, much easier to fight. And that might just be personal preference. And I might have... So the interesting thing about some of these challenges, reflect 15 projectiles. If I had this sword for the last combat where I was fighting the musketeers, then I could have just kept my distance, let them keep shooting at me, and just kept reflecting over and over and over again until I counted 15 reflections and just completed it on one time. And sometimes they work out that way. So let's see here. I don't believe I can reflect these guys. No, you can't. If it's red, you can't reflect it. I'm gonna kill ranged guys first. Oh wait, this isn't a ranged guy. Okay, this sword is doing awesome damage. Oh shoot, okay, I got hit, but I didn't take damage. Let's waste some time, let his shield recharging thing go up. So the thing that they're throwing actually doesn't do damage, interestingly. It ties you up and kind of like binds you so that other enemies can damage you. So it's, if you get hit by one of their thrown items, it's not really the end of the world. Wow, this sword does an insane amount of DPS. Look at that, 23 per hit, that's insane. And then 56 on the special, wow. I think either he took damage when he hit me, or my teammate, companion killed him. I'm not sure there. So you slide down the bank to get the treasure. If you fail this dice roll, then you don't get the treasure, but because I knew, and I put that, ooh, billy clubs, another one. Oh, these are good for defeating thieves. And I'm trying to complete the challenge. This one's a very hard challenge to complete. I'm not going to equip them unless I know I want to fight thieves, which I usually don't. All right, let's take a look at the campfire here, see what they got for sale. Golden shield, you son of a bitch. 8 defense. This is the same thing with the exquisite blade. No one wants to buy the golden shield. You only want to sell the golden shield. Oh, okay. Break camp, keep exploring. King's Road. No, I do not want to continue on. Swamplands. Get some swamp ass. 9. Let's re-roll these 2. 14. Yay, okay. Yeah, without that gambler's ring, I would be in serious trouble. Ooh, shrine. Okay, so this is the first platinum card that I've run into. You usually unlock platinum cards and then can add them to your deck after completing like a series of quests. So you can see in the bottom left, actually my companion, the guy with the kind of the headdress on, his card is a platinum card because I completed his quest line. And I don't remember what I did to complete to get this platinum card, but platinum cards are always excellent. So I'm gonna get to choose from a blessing right now, I believe. Ooh, it increased my max life. Increase my max life. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's better than nothing, but oh, I forgot I had this. I need to be paying attention to the randomly highlighted enemy and then kill him first to get the +5 life. Okay, so the platinum cards, usually the challenges limit you to how many platinum cards you can put into your deck to randomly come up. And yeah, there's some that give you a ton of gold. Oh, so this is my first time actually running into this card. After hours of wandering the forest, you finally admit to yourself that you are in fact lost. As you rest on a comfortable log, an enormous black cat saunters by and plops herself in front of you. She licks her paw for a moment and stops and stares at you with golden eyes. So ignore her. Don't want to do. That's just going to end this. I don't have 3 foods, so my only choice really is pet her. Oh boy. Okay, so now this is just pick a card, any card. Success! 50-50. I like it. Okay. A wondrous wanderer lost in my neck of the woods. I will show you the way. You chase her up a hill. From the vantage point, you see the path ahead. Oh, and I got her card. Hey, okay, awesome. So even if I don't, okay, so the coin moving to that dish on the side means that I earned that coin and I'm gonna get some new cards. That was a very, very simple challenge there. So my guess is that this is a quest line, not just a one and done kind of coin. But we'll see after I complete this or die. So let's continue on. Shattered Forge. She gave me my new shield. Okay, so I have 45 defense now, and I'm on the last stage, and I still don't have armor. They're still selling that frickin' golden shield. Okay. And I don't really think there's any armor that has 15 defense. Those pious robes, I believe, had 4 defense, and upgrading them would have only been to 14, which would not have got me 60 defense. Dang it. So, oh boy. So that sucks, because now I realize, okay, I need, like, the next time I do this whole level to get 60 defense, I'm gonna have to have more armor cards, because it's just too difficult. Like, you know, statistically, to get 60 defense. Oh, another platinum card. Man of the world. What does this guy do for me? I forget. Oh, I think he flips over all the cards. Oh, and another platinum card. I forgot I got 3 platinum cards on this one. But of course, I get all of them on the last one, or 2 of the 3 on the last one, on the last level of this, or yeah, the last level of this challenge. I'm gonna explore them all anyway. Fallen treasure. Golden shield. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. Enter the cave and take the equipment, because after I get this golden shield, do I want to equip it? No. The merchant is gonna have something new for sale, and maybe, just maybe, they will, ooh, I got it too, have armor with 15 defense on it. Very, very unlikely, but you never know. Oh, I have 0 food as well. I need to buy some food. Let's trade, let's see what they have for sale. Armor of Gluttony. It's got 10 defense. Gain 3 defense if I have 20 food. So that'd be 13. Oh man. So if I could get up to 25 food before fighting this boss, then I would have enough defense. There's no way that they are selling that much. I don't even have enough gold to buy that. Oh, yes I do actually, because I can sell a ton of stuff. Golden shield, screw you. Let's see, I can sell the questing mace, and selling these is not a permanent thing. It only means for this run. I'm selling these items. Like all these things completely reset at the end of it, basically. So let's do, so I'm gonna be using the Archer's Bane and the Bastion and the armor. I'm gonna keep the Gambler's Jewel because I can't remember if I need that for the final thing. All right, so I'm gonna buy this. Equip it, buy food. Yeah, they're only selling 4 food. So if I could somehow miraculously get 19 more food with only, what, 3 cards remaining, I could win the bonus challenge, but that's not gonna happen. Okay, so this platinum card, good things usually happen. Goblin Town, they give me a lot of gold. Oh yeah, and the Armor of Gluttony gives me food every time I get gold. So that kind of helps a little bit. Explore Goblin Town. Failure... I don't even remember. Huge failure. Oh boy, what does this do? Oh, lose 5 health. And they move me to a card. I've been ambushed. Oh, so I don't get to change my equipment. Not that I have any other equipment at this point, because I sold it all, but what are you gonna do? Oh, and oh, this sword, I'm supposed to deflect. Oh, there's like a mini boss in here too. I'm supposed to deflect projectiles, so maybe I can do that. We'll see. I'm gonna focus down the boss first, because I remember these bosses causing me a lot of headaches, and that like they drain health over time, and it's like really hard to combat. So I'm gonna, yeah, like if that guy fully charges. Oh, I lost my my special ability. So yeah, screw this boss. Alright, where's the boss? Please die. Oh my gosh, I get 1 hit off and then she teleports. Okay, mini boss is down. I just gotta kill the rest of these guys. Unfortunately, none of these guys have projectiles. Shoot. So I can't deflect anything and complete this other challenge for the sword, which would be really nice. Oh, I should not have used that. Oh, wait, well, that didn't even do enough damage. Okay. I was gonna say that I should not have used the special ability on the guy, because I had anticipated that he was almost dead. You know, kind of overkill damage, you know? Okay, and you can revive your teammate as well. I'm gonna try to get another bonus shield. So, like, there's a lot of mini games in this game, right? And it's kind of interesting because there's ways to kind of stack the deck in your favor. Pun intended, literally. And you have to know how to build the deck. And I'll kind of go over the initial deck building process again now that you have a little bit of an understanding of how the combat works and how the challenges work and all that after I complete the final boss of this. Die, there we go. Okay, so give me 20 food. Five food. 6 food. Oh my gosh. 21 food. My defense is at 58 of 60. They have no more food for sale. Oh, that's so close. Oh, that is brutal. That is so close. I can't think of any way to get any more food right now. I'm so fucking close to completing that challenge. That sucks. So now we're fighting the ogre boss. And I've beaten him before. He's not easy. I probably will take a couple hits. Part of the story is that the blacksmith who was helping me out along the way replaces my companion that helped me out through this entire mission. And I don't get to use my normal guy. So the toughest part is that he just has a ton of health. Yeah, and you can't really stun lock him, unfortunately. Block that. Block that. Whoa, boy. Okay. Oh, nice. I didn't realize that he would get stuck when he misses that heavy attack. One of the nice things about the overcharge, I forget what it's called, where you get like 8 attacks in a row and you get the special weapon ability, is that it's kind of, it gives you some invincibility frames, where if you, oh my gosh, please don't kill me. Where like if you start using it like mid the enemy's attack, then you're invincible. So, okay, so I beat the overall challenge, which doesn't really do that much because I've done it before. But I did get 1 coin, which will unlock at least 1 new card. Man, I was really hoping... Oh, I forgot I had this. Create an aura that lasts 60 seconds while active. Gain +1 food for every enemy defeated. That's a great way to stack food, huh? Well, that will help with this. Combat ready. I don't know what that achievement means. Okay, so I completed... For amusing the giant cat in the woods, I get Field of Fae. And then they take the gold coin back. You sons of bitches. Okay, so... That was... I'd say that was a typical run. It had a lot of ups and downs. I learned some things about like how... If I redo this one... I know that, let's see, I'm gonna absolutely want to have that new card there. Oh wait, that was equipment, wasn't it? The one that gives me food every couple seconds. Let's see, let's get rid of pious robes. And, yeah, we can keep those. So I'm just setting this up for success for the next time. Edicia's Charm. It's an artifact, and I don't know what this is. Ward of the Innocent. And you have to actually find it in game, you know, randomly to see what the perks are on it. So anyway, so yeah, that's a typical run, and there's a lot of different challenges, and there's also going to be an endless mode, which is really where the end game is, like after you have unlocked all the cards through the story and done all that kind of stuff. If you don't know what to do, like this is a challenge I've never done before, you can just have them recommend cards. They warn you early on that like, okay, they don't always know, or like recommending is not always the best strategy. They're like, the more that you know, the more like the more you try and fail, the more important it is to build your deck correctly, to stack the deck in your favor. So anyway, thanks for checking this out, everybody. I hope you learned something about Hand of Fate 2, and be sure to subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching, and game on.